Long before the colossal Tyrannosaurus Rex claimed its throne, a different kind of terror stalked the floodplains of North America. This was the era of the Albertosaurus, a sleek, lethal apex predator. 70 million years ago, the landscape of what we now call Alberta was a lush, subtropical paradise bordering the ancient western interior seaway that split the continent into two massive landmasses. Albertosaurus sarcophagus was a masterpiece of evolutionary engineering, balancing speed and power in a way that its more famous descendant would later trade for sheer, overwhelming bulk and crushing force. The story of its discovery begins in 1884, when geologist Joseph Tyrrell stumbled upon a massive skull while surveying the banks of the Red Deer River in Canada. This find would eventually lead to the naming of a new genus by Henry Fairfield Osborn in 1905, just as the world was first meeting the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Within the family Tyrannosauridae, Albertosaurus represents a distinct lineage known as the Albertosaurinae, characterized by more slender proportions and a lighter frame than the massive Tyrannosaurinae like T-Rex. Standing nearly 10 meters long and weighing up to 3 tons, it was a mid-sized tyrant, yet it remained the undisputed ruler of its specific time and place in prehistory. Its skull was a complex structure of bone and muscle, housing dozens of serrated, banana-shaped teeth designed to slice through flesh and grip struggling prey with terrifying efficiency. Unlike the heavy-set T-Rex, Albertosaurus possessed long, powerful hind limbs that suggest a high degree of athletic ability and a top speed that could outrun most contemporary herbivores. These biological advantages allowed it to thrive in the dense forests and marshy lowlands of the Horseshoe Canyon Formation, a region rich in life and competition. The flora of this world was a tapestry of conifers, ferns, and emerging flowering plants, providing a lush backdrop for a predator that relied on stealth and sudden bursts of speed. Evidence suggests that the relationship between predator and prey was a sophisticated evolutionary arms race, driving both species to adapt new survival strategies over millions of years. For decades, a debate has raged among paleontologists regarding the relationship between Albertosaurus and its close relative, Gorgosaurus, with many questioning if they are actually the same animal. While they share many physical traits, subtle differences in the skull and skeletal structure suggest they may have occupied slightly different ecological niches or geographic ranges during the late Cretaceous. Perhaps the most groundbreaking discovery regarding Albertosaurus came from the Dry Island Buffalo Jump Provincial Park, where a massive bone bed revealed a startling secret about their behavior. Initially discovered by Barnum Brown in 1910 and later revisited by Dr. Philip Currie, this site contained the remains of over 26 individuals of varying ages and sizes. This concentration of fossils led to the revolutionary hypothesis that Albertosaurus was a social animal, living and perhaps even hunting in coordinated packs or family groups. The idea of a pack-hunting tyrannosaur challenged the long-held view of these predators as solitary monsters, suggesting a level of social complexity rarely attributed to ancient reptiles. Within these groups, a clear division of labor may have existed, with the faster, more agile juveniles flushing prey toward the massive, powerful jaws of the waiting adults. Such a strategy would have made the Albertosaurus an inescapable force, allowing them to tackle prey much larger or faster than a single individual could manage alone. Analysis of their growth rings, similar to those found in trees, reveals that Albertosaurus underwent a massive growth spurt in its teenage years, gaining weight at an incredible rate. Life was precarious for a young tyrant, as the fossil record indicates a high mortality rate among juveniles before they reach their full predatory potential in adulthood. Those that survived became formidable killing machines, equipped with sensory adaptations that gave them a significant edge in the dark or through dense vegetation. Their sense of smell was particularly acute, with large olfactory bulbs in the brain allowing them to track prey from miles away across the windswept floodplains. Computed tomography scans of their brain cases reveal a sophisticated inner ear structure, indicating an excellent sense of balance and an ability to track fast-moving targets with precision. The fossilized bones also tell stories of a violent existence, showing healed fractures, infections, and even bite marks from other Albertosaurus during territorial or mating disputes. These injuries provide a glimpse into the internal politics of the pack, where dominance was likely asserted through displays of strength and occasional outbursts of lethal aggression. Despite their ferocity, they were not immune to the ravages of time and nature, with some specimens showing signs of parasitic infections that mirror modern avian diseases. The teeth of Albertosaurus were not just tools for killing, but also keys to understanding their diet, with isotope analysis revealing the diverse range of animals they consumed. Their short, two-fingered arms remain a point of scientific curiosity, though they were likely more powerful than they appeared, potentially used for grasping prey during a struggle. As the climate of the late Cretaceous began to shift, the world of the Albertosaurus entered a period of profound transition that would eventually reshape the entire ecosystem. The western interior seaway began to recede, altering the weather patterns and vegetation that the great herds of herbivores relied upon for their daily sustenance. This ecological turnover paved the way for new species to emerge, leading to the eventual rise of even larger tyrannosaurs, like Daspletosaurus, and finally the Tyrannosaurus Rex. While Albertosaurus eventually vanished from the fossil record, its evolutionary innovations laid the groundwork for the most famous predator in the history of the world. Today, the Royal Tyrrell Museum in Drumheller stands as a testament to this creature's legacy, housing some of the most beautifully preserved Albertosaurus specimens ever found. The Canadian Badlands continue to surrender their secrets, with each new discovery adding another layer of complexity to our understanding of this magnificent prehistoric tyrant. Advanced technological tools, from laser scanning to molecular paleontology, are now allowing scientists to peer deeper into the biology of Albertosaurus than ever before possible. We can now reconstruct their musculature with startling accuracy, visualizing how they moved, breathed, and interacted with the vibrant world they inhabited so long ago. Even the sounds they made are being reconsidered, moving away from cinematic roars toward low-frequency rumbles that would have vibrated through the very ground of the ancient forest. Albertosaurus serves as a reminder that the history of life is a continuous chain of adaptation, where every apex predator is merely a chapter in a much larger story. It was a creature of perfect balance, representing the pinnacle of tyrannosaur evolution before the final transition into the heavyweight giants of the terminal Cretaceous. To study the Albertosaurus is to witness the raw power of nature, a testament to the resilience and terrifying beauty of the ancient world's most successful hunters. As we look upon their fossilized remains, we are reminded of our own place in the vast timeline of Earth, a brief moment in the shadow of giants. The Albertosaurus remains a haunting icon of the deep past, the sleek, sophisticated tyrant that ruled the North long before the king of dinosaurs ever drew breath.